The Olmecs were the first major civilization in Mesoamerica. They are known today for their unique art, but they were also important in that they influenced future Mesoamerican cultures. The Olmecs were based around the Coatzacoalcos and Papaloapan river systems in the modern states of Veracruz and Tabasco in central Mexico. The traditional date for the founding of the Olmec is 1400 BC, but recent evidence suggests this could be 1 to 200 years late. Their first major center was that of the San Lorenzo city complex, made of three cities, San Lorenzo, Potrero Novo, and Tenochtitlan, not to be confused with the Aztec capital Tenochtitlan. This complex was important because it sat on the Coatzacoalcos River basin, which not only provided excellent farming, but also transportation. This resulted in a very densely populated area, which in turn created an elite class, and with an elite class came the demand for luxury goods that would define Olmec art, namely jade, obsidian, and magnetite. These items came from areas far outside the Olmec heartland, suggesting that there were long-range trade routes within Mesoamerica during the pre-classic era. Olmec artifacts and influences have also appeared across Mexico, particularly in the art of the Mezcala culture in south-central Mexico. Now, around 900 BC, San Lorenzo was abandoned, with the nearby city of La Venta replacing it as the dominant Olmec city. This was probably caused by environmental changes that may have affected the course of the Coatzacoalcos River. In any case, La Venta carried the Olmec culture for another 500 years, leaving behind many archaeological remains, including mosaics, sculptures, and the famous colossal head, which I will talk about later. Now, around 350 BC, there was a severe drop in population in the Olmec heartland. There are two theories for this. The first is that environmental changes resulted in the silting up of the rivers that the Olmecs heavily relied on. The other theory is that volcanic activity blanketed the area in ash, and so forced the Olmecs to move. Regardless of which theory is correct, the Olmecs were no more. A successor culture, often called the Epi-Olmec or Post-Olmec, thrived between 350 and 250 BC in the Olmec region, but lacked the hallmarks of Olmec culture. Probably the most defining aspect of the Olmecs are their sculptures. Chief among them are the colossal heads. 17 of these heads have been found, 10 of them at San Lorenzo. They were made from basalt boulders rolled from the nearby Tuxtla Mountains. While all of the heads share a similar style, they are all unique, particularly their helmets and headdresses, which has led to the common theory that the heads represent Olmec rulers. They are called colossal heads for a good reason. Some of the heads are 11 feet tall and weigh 50 tons. Now, these heads weren't the only artifacts left behind by the Olmecs. Jade face masks, mosaics, and especially figurines are among these artifacts. Now, the Olmecs were crucial in that they influenced other Mesoamerican civilizations, particularly the Mesoamerican ball game. This mysterious sport was practiced by virtually every Mesoamerican civilization and was very important to their culture, but is believed to have been invented by the Olmecs. Olmec pottery and Olmec-influenced art have been found far outside the Olmec heartland. So basically, the Olmecs were really important to Mesoamerican history.